Okay, let's finish this up. Resources. So different social media things that we have, different calls, different trainings. Let them know what's going on within our organization so they can plug into the system and learn as they can. Some of this stuff they might be able to listen to live. Some of it they might have to get replays on. But if they're plugged in, they cannot blame you for not having the tools, okay? It's up to them to use the tools at that point. So things that we have going on a weekly basis, you guys, we've been doing a Sunday night training every single Sunday, I think for 5+ years now. Okay, and we've opened up that. It's now pretty much anybody that wants to underneath Stu Brody down can join in on this. Anybody that's involved in our Facebook group that's not even in Stu's organization, but that's every Sunday night. It's 8:30 Central to 9 o'clock. Joanne Shear Parkin and I did it last night. We usually have some sort of business side, something that we went through tonight as one of the first topics, the first 15 minutes, and the second 15 minutes is usually dedicated to one of the products and somebody explaining the behind the scenes behind this. Every single one of these Sunday night trainings, we then post to our YouTube channel, Shauna Michelle Poe. You subscribe to that, you'll see as I update those, you'll get notification that there's a new one. So if you're not on it live, there's no excuse not to watch 30 minutes sometime throughout the week. Michelle used to do it when we were getting the kids ready for school, or she would listen to trainings that people were doing after the kids were in bed, or while we're doing laundry, cleaning the house, whatever it is, cooking dinner. Find a way to just have it playing somewhere in your car. A lot of you commute, you spend time in vehicles. You can, play it on your phone. You don't have to be watching, listen to the information. Monday motivational call. Now, this isn't necessarily training. It could be more of the mindset portion of this, but Carrie, Dickey, and Stu have been doing this for, I think, 7+ years now, every Monday morning from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Sometimes it's giving updates on what's going on in the company. Sometimes it's, personal testimonials on how Nerf 2 activations changed their life, or getting residual income, whatever it is. It's usually geared upon a lot of different people within the group coming together and just sharing what's going on and the excitement and the passion and firing people up for the week. And what a better time than to do it right away on Mondays. That replay, Stu Brody will always send it out from emails. If as long as you haven't blocked the corporate emails, it'll come from Ahava and Associates. AHAVA, I think, Ahava and Associates. So Stu sends that out. And then the Thursday night opportunity call. It's a 30-minute version of going through the story, okay, without the ABC primetime. So the expectation is somebody has already watched it, or they're going to watch it immediately after. But we tend to just have somebody watch it prior, get them on the conference call. We did a lot of this as third-party validation for us early on in learning how to tell the company story. It's almost always a Pro 7, 8, 9, or 10 that's doing it. But that's been going on every Thursday night for the last 7 years as well. So the number for that is on there as well in the access code. You'll see the Monday and Thursday. It's the exact same dial-in number, the exact same access code. And then you'll see the Sunday night training Zoom for us is actually the exact same number that you guys use to get on this training. WhatsApp. Michelle uses this a ton in our group to get people informed on what's going on. They have to have her as a contact in their phone, and she has to have it in hers. But once they're added in there, they're going to receive all the updates on what's going on, meetings, important corporate announcements, whatever the case is. She sends out usually an update at least a day through that channel. And then the different various Facebook groups. We didn't put them all on here, but here's a few of them that we utilize. And I guess right before that, onepersonbigdifference.net. That website is not up currently, but it is in the process of having a one-stop shop for all the research, all the training materials. We're going to have a ton of different videos that are put together on there. Things like this will be on there. We'll break it down step by step by step. So if somebody says, I need just databasing, they can go to a databasing link and they can see different pro audios or master tracks or, Elite Academy presentations, whatever it is. They'll be able to find those tools there. So look for that coming up, hopefully very, very soon. But onepersonbigdifference.net will be a group website that people can go to get information from, and then the different Facebook groups there. And then the bottom right is just recommended books. Carrie Dickey wrote The View from Venus. I mean, she's been one of our biggest business mentors throughout this entire process. She knows what she's doing. She's created millions in various companies. She is an industry expert. She's one of the top people in the world in network marketing, okay? And she's in our organization. I love it. Then the first year in network marketing, Mark Yarnell. I actually read this about a year into the business, and I would have loved to have known what was in that book, First Year of Network Marketing, in the first year, because there's a lot of stuff that he goes through that I found out on my own because I didn't know what I didn't know. Okay, and it's real. If you want the big version of this, it's probably like 400 pages. I think the audio's like 24 hours, but there's an abridged version that's very condensed and it's easy reading. Just take a chapter a day for the first week, 2 weeks, and you'll be through it in no time. And then Go Pro, we share this with almost every new distributor that we have. Eric Worre, awesome industry information, and just, again, getting information to people that aren't coming in as professional network marketers. I think it is important to set the expectation of what they're going to experience, what they're going to feel, and that it's normal. It's okay for them to have rejection. It's okay for them to have, concern and fears and things like that. The last one we have on this is John Maxwell. We just got done with him doing huge trainings for the last 3 LifeVantage events, the 15 invaluable laws of growth. Okay. And so I think that that's awesome business stuff. We could have had 1 page just listed here on different personal growth things. So if you run out of books, reach out to us. We can give you tons and tons of different books. Go online, go on YouTube, find a guru or a business mentor that you just relate to. And there's going to be tons and tons of different motivational things that you can find out there that don't cost a dime. So invest in yourself. Don't do this alone. Follow the system. It works. And get your people plugged into the system. And if you don't know how to do it, reach out and let somebody know. Raise your hand and say, I need help with this. I need help with that. Because, a lot of the times when you look at our organizations, they start to get to a point where it's hard to be proactive with every single distributor that's in our group. And so we don't know that, this group over here is struggling with closing, or this group really is struggling with inviting people, or they need somebody to do webinars or do different trainings like this. This came about, you guys, this training, because Gigi from Fiji raised her hand and said, I need this training. My group needs this training. And she was kind enough to say, open it up and let's get everybody on here to learn together. And so because she raised her hand and she said, I need this training, this is why we took out, the last hour and a half to spend time with you guys, going through the step-by-step process of what we should be doing with new distributors as they come in. So thank you, Gigi, for telling us what you need. And I'm telling you guys, the more we know on what we can do to help you grow our business, the more you'll see out there, because we want to help you guys. We want you to know, we want to pour into you exactly like was poured into us. We're, I think experts within the industry at this time in our lives, but we weren't. And we understand what it's like to start. We understand what it's like to struggle and to be stuck and to not go as fast as you want it to go. So the more that we can help, the better. And we are here to truly help you guys. So, and here's the reality, you guys. This does take effort. It takes dedication and it takes commitment. And if you want to live like few people live, you've got to be willing to do what few people are willing to do. And that's the reality of this. I mean, the people that I've seen have tremendous success in this business, it wasn't by accident. It wasn't by luck. Okay. They had a burning desire and they worked relentlessly to change their life. And you've got to do it in the nooks and crannies of your life, because most people aren't doing this full time. But if that means getting up just a half an hour earlier every day so that you can do something in the morning and free up a half an hour at night, do that. If it means, taking a little bit less of a break time or turning off the radio to make hands-free calls while you're driving, things like that, you have time. I promise you, if somebody tells you that they're too busy, it's BS. We all have 24 hours in a day. It's what we choose to dedicate that time towards. We had no time in our life when this fell into our laps. We had 2 full-time jobs. We had an online business, 2 little kids. We had a girl living with us from Spain, but we found the importance of this and we carved out time on a consistent basis. So it doesn't have to be that you're dedicating 4 or 5 hours a day to this. If you could carve out a half an hour over the period of a year, what you could do on a consistent basis with a consistent half an hour is incredible. So invest in yourself. Know that great things don't come out without great sacrifice, and give yourself the time and the patience and love that it isn't going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it.